Good evening, I'm Matt Woodman. This is CTV News at 5. Tonight, life in prison. A man learns his fate after stabbing 2 teenage girls, killing 1. Sold-out show, fans filling the hill for the 4-day folk music festival. And raising their voices, the local choir giving vulnerable men a place to sing.
CTV Edmonton, local breaking news with Matt Woodman.
A 29-year-old man will spend life in prison with no chance of parole for 12 years. Kai Randall pleaded guilty today to stabbing 2 teenage girls who considered him a father figure in July of 2024. One of the girls died. CTV's Jeremy Thompson was in the courtroom for sentencing.
The courtroom was heavy with grief as family of the 2 teenage victims came to see this case through. 29-year-old Kai Randall's family was also there. He waved to his mother before pleading guilty to second-degree murder and aggravated assault. Randall had been common-law partners with Kayla Chason for 3 years, living together in the Riverside neighborhood in St. Albert. He was a father figure to Chason's daughter and niece, who also lived with them. An agreed statement of fact says Randall was high on cocaine on the July evening last year when he attacked the teenage girls with a kitchen knife while his partner was at work. He stabbed the older girl, 17-year-old Jaden Chason, 21 times, then attacked 13-year-old Brooklyn Janes in her bedroom. 2 days later, Jaden died in hospital. Wearing a T-shirt with her daughter Jaden's picture on it, Nicole Chason took several deep breaths before reading her victim impact statement into the record. "I will spend more years missing you than I got to spend with you," she told the court. "I will grow older as you stay frozen in time."
It's not going to go away, but being able to speak today and say how this has all affected me, that helped to lift some of that weight off my chest.
After sitting through testimony from people who once considered Randall family, he stood and told the court through tears, "I'm sorry for all the pain all this has caused. I didn't want any of this." Randall's lawyer says he's genuinely remorseful for what happened, exemplified by his guilty plea. The defense also argues Randall was experiencing drug-induced psychosis when he stabbed the girls, adding there was zero motive for this crime. Kai Randall has been sentenced to life in prison with no parole for 12 years. Jeremy Thompson, CTV News, Edmonton.
The chief of Tsuut'ina Nation in southern Alberta is facing sexual assault charges in connection with 2 offenses in Edmonton more than 20 years ago. Edmonton police say last fall officers were notified of a sexual assault against a 33-year-old man near 178th Street and 87th Avenue. That happened in 1994. As officers investigated, they learned of another assault against a 38-year-old man near Stony Plain Road and 178th Street in 2005. Yesterday, 71-year-old Roy Albert Whitney was arrested by Edmonton police officers in Calgary. He's charged with 2 counts of sexual assault. Police believe there may be more victims. In a statement, Whitney says he unequivocally denies the allegations. He says he will continue to fulfill his responsibilities of chief of the Tsuut'ina people. After receiving new information, Edmonton police are investigating a death previously thought to be non-criminal. In June of 2024, Dwight Bennett went into medical distress at Blue Quill Garden Apartments. A 39-year-old later died in hospital. Because the original call was for medical help, police did not investigate. In May, police received new information leading them to meet with the medical examiner. The death has now been ruled a homicide. Police say the cause of death is being withheld for investigative reasons, and they're asking anyone with information to come forward. It's a slow drive home tonight for drivers trying to get home north of downtown. A smashed police cruiser has closed the intersection of 118th Avenue and 97th Street in all directions. CTV's Nav Sanga is there this evening. So, Nav, we don't have many details from police at this point, but what are you seeing out there right now?
You're right, Matt. We don't have much information right now, but as you can see behind me, tow trucks are working away to pick up a police cruiser. It's hard to see with the tow trucks in the way, but the front of the police cruiser is absolutely destroyed. And inside, it looks like the airbags were actually deployed. And we're not sure what happened exactly, but if we pan over here, it looks like the cruiser hit a Honda Civic. That Honda Civic continued and hit this pickup truck parked in front of the Money Mart. As you can see, it's completely wedged underneath the truck, and its airbags have also deployed. Now, we believe this crash happened just before 3 p.m. The intersections here at 97th Street and 118 Ave are blocked off on all sides. Traffic coming south on 97th Street is particularly backed up, and police are asking drivers to avoid the area. Now, the major collisions unit is also here taking pictures. Officers were here earlier picking up glass and broken pieces from the car. As you can see, the tow trucks are now here to pick up the cars. We don't know how many people were involved in this collision, and we don't know how serious the injuries are. But as you can see, it looks like a very serious collision, and we just hope that everyone involved is okay. Matt?
All right, CTV's Nav Sanga live just north of downtown tonight. Thank you. The torch has been passed within the Alberta RCMP's K Division. Trevor Daru has been named Deputy Commissioner of the country's second largest RCMP force.
We know that we can't serve the community unless our people are taken care of. So we're going to work very hard to ensure that our people have the support networks that they need to have. And secondly, the other priority that we have that's equal to that is our communities. It's our communities that decide whether they're safe or they're not.
Alberta RCMP's newest commanding officer spent the last 8 years of his 37-year policing career with the Mounties. He enters the role after serving as the province's criminal operations officer. He takes over command of K Division from outgoing Deputy Commissioner Rob Hill, who spent 27 years with the RCMP.
We police 75% of Canada's landmass and about 22% of the population. That strength alone of getting a message out to law enforcement that's covering 75% of this country is a strong message.
Daru says although governed by a national body, his officers take pride in catering to the policing needs of each individual community in Alberta. An Alberta judge will decide next week whether a proposed Alberta separation referendum question is constitutional. The question is, do you agree that the province of Alberta shall become a sovereign country and cease to be a province in Canada? Alberta's chief electoral officer referred the question to the court last week. In June, he approved a competing referendum question put forward by former Progressive Conservative Deputy Leader Thomas Lukaszuk, which asks, do you agree Alberta should remain in Canada?
Premier Smith, in her Bill 44, clearly wrote that there cannot be two competing questions at the same time, which means there cannot be two petitions at the same time.
Premier Smith has made it clear over and over again that she supports a sovereign Alberta within a united Canada. She doesn't support our question, but she does support the rights of Albertans to have their say in matters of constitutional import.
If the new referendum question is approved, it would need 177,000 signatures in 4 months to be put on a ballot. Blue-green algae has been found at Wizard Lake, southwest of Edmonton. Alberta Health Services says you should stay away from blooms and rinse off immediately if you come into contact with one. The blooms look like fuzz or globs on the surface of the water. They can be a variety of colors and not just blue and green. AHS says areas where blooms are not visible can still be used for recreation, even while the advisory is in place. There are currently blue-green algae advisories for 8 lakes, including Wizard Lake, within a half-an-hour radius of Edmonton. All right, Josh, whether you were in the pool or in the lake, whether you're outside today, there was a good chance you might be getting a little wet. Some scattered showers
yeah,
out
you
there.
did not need to be in a body of water to get wet today. Most of the steadier showers came through the morning. This afternoon, it kind of backed off a little bit, and it's just been scattered showers. And I think it's going to be a similar setup for tomorrow, where it's the morning hours that have a better chance for some showers and potentially some steadier periods of rain than the afternoon. The afternoon is going to get pretty scattered. 18s and 19s off through downtown Edmonton and to the north and east. A little cooler there in Stony Plain at 16 degrees right now. And it has been a little breezy today. Wind out of the west at around 20 with gusts at times in the 30 to 40 kilometer per hour range. This high of 20 today came in just after midnight. Through this afternoon, we've been in the 18, 19 degree range. 15 for the morning low. So temperatures really haven't moved all that much since mid-morning through to mid this afternoon. 23 the average daytime high now. I think we'll be a couple of degrees below average again tomorrow, somewhere in the 20-21 degree range. And as we said, again tomorrow, you've got some more precipitation. Severe thunderstorm watches and some warnings down around the Calgary area. We've had a lot of hail pushing through the Calgary region, and this green zone continues to be a rainfall warning. The other advisory that was in effect for east central Alberta all day today and the Edmonton area, a funnel cloud advisory. No real threat for tornadoes, but and we haven't seen any reports of funnel clouds, but there certainly was the potential with a couple of these thunderstorms, particularly here across the northeast, to produce a few funnels. Now, it looks like in that rainfall warning zone, there is no rain anymore. Our systems are having trouble taking in the Carvel radar. So here's what Environment Canada's shot of the Carvel radar is showing. Still raining in the Edson area, and we're starting now to see this action here, just off to the northwest of Edmonton, push back towards the city. So we're in a bit of a dry spell right now, but I do think we'll see some more showers before the night is done. Some more showers or periods of light rain tomorrow morning, and then breaks down late in the day tomorrow and warms up for the weekend. Full look at your forecast and components.
All right, Josh, thank you. Coming up next on CTV News, Filling the Hill. Fans crowd Gallagher Park for the first night of the Folk Music Fest.
I don't even look at who's coming. I just come because it's always good.
Brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
You're watching CTV News at 5.
It's the first night of this summer's Folk Music Festival, which is sold out this year. For many fans, the journey to the hill at Gallagher Park started more than 5 hours ago. CTV's Miriam Valdez-Carletti joins us now from Folk Fest. So, Miriam, what's the atmosphere like down there right now?
Well, Matt, the sun is shining right now, which a lot better than it was earlier today. There was a bit of on and off again rain, but that did not dampen the spirits for these festival goers. Thousands of people were waiting in line to get into the lottery to get the best spot on this hill right behind me. As you can see, thousands of people are here lining up, and so they were all here ready to go, and we got a chance to speak with some of the people who were waiting in line since noon today, some dedicated festival goers.
I don't even look at who's coming. I just come because it's always good.
Delmar and Carol Young have been coming to Folk Fest for 20 years. They've come prepared for what the night has in store.
Lots of rain clothes.
Lots of rain gear.
Lots of stuff wrapped in plastic.
Thousands have come out for the TARP lottery, hoping to snag the best spot on Gallagher Hill. Waiting in line for the lottery is a big part of the experience, even for City Councillor Andrew Knack.
I've never done the lottery before, so this is my first time trying this out. I've been to Folk Fest before, but never this way.
There's planning and strategizing ahead of time.
It is animalistic in there. People, you come out with scratches. Everyone is dying to be the first one on the tarp. So we have to get here early so we can get all the same ticket, because that's the way we like to do it. So we all get the same spot in the secondary line.
The sold-out event will see dozens of artists on the stage for a music-filled weekend. The festival is a summer staple, and for some, a rite of passage.
I feel like I am now becoming an Edmontonian today. Like I've lived here for 23 years, but now this is the moment.
People here for the TARP lottery say it's all worth it in the end to score the best spot on the hill.
Well, it's something that we like to do, and being first is important, yes, for us. We've been doing this 32 years in a row.
Indigenous artist Asanabi is the first one to hit the stage. He'll be on at around 6:30, and that's right after Serena Ryder is next, just before 8 o'clock. And so the festival runs all weekend long and will wrap up on Sunday. And so it is sold out, so tough luck for anyone wanting to come out, but it's going to be a great weekend. Matt?
I'm sure it will be. Miriam Valdez-Carletti live at Gallagher Park tonight. Thank you. The Edmonton Riverhawks are headed to the playoffs. The Hawks secured the North Division title in Victoria last night. With home field advantage, they will play 2 of 3 games here in Edmonton if required. The Hawks play their first playoff game in Victoria tomorrow. The first home game is Saturday evening. Tickets are on sale now for that one. And if a third game is needed, it will be at Remax Field in Edmonton on Sunday afternoon. Thousands of athletes are now competing at the 2025 Alberta Indigenous Games in Edmonton.
Get a bit of everything. It's like get better at basketball, get cool experiences, maybe go to post-secondary, stuff like that. Yeah.
Some early action included the tip-off of basketball at the St. X Sports Center. Other sports that get going tonight include soccer, ball hockey, and softball. Today marks the first of a 10-day competition that features more than 7,000 Indigenous athletes competing in 18 different sports.
Everyone in Siksika eats, sleeps, and drinks basketball. Yeah, every single day, play every single day, go to every single tournament. They even go to the States for tournaments.
Basketball, soccer, softball, and ball hockey continue tomorrow and run through the weekend. Athletics, beach volleyball, golf, and flag football begin Monday. Still to come tonight on CTV News, lace 'em up. Rogers Place inviting you to go skating on its rink without ice. Rogers Place will transform into a roller disco next weekend. It's part of a partnership with Rollers Roller Rink. There are two options for the event next Saturday: a family skate from 3 to 5 p.m. and an 18-plus disco night from 6 to 8. Roller skate rentals will be available, and both events will include upbeat music, lighting effects, a giant scoreboard disco ball, plus food and drinks. Tickets are available online.
I'm glad they have rentals because I do not have my roller skates.
You don't have you.
I don't have them still kicking
You got to go dig around in the basement and find them, huh?
They frown on rollerblades, roller disco.
Might be digging your rain boots out while we're at it here.
Yeah, for one more day tomorrow, and then it dries up for the weekend. There's what it looks like outside right now. It's kind of dried up for the time being as you look through the Action Furnace River Valley Skycam. Action Furnace, fixed rider, it's free. It's 18 degrees in Edmonton right now, and there is a little bit of sun breaking through the clouds. You can see some splashes of sunlight on the ground. 20 degrees in Fort McMurray, 22 right now in Grand Prairie, 24 is in High Level in Cold Lake, but Edmonton south towards Red Deer, stuck in that 18-degree range through this afternoon. You have some showers, a couple stray thunderstorms in through the Peace Country. Lots of thunderstorm activity here in the northeast. No severe weather advisories associated with that, aside from the slight risk that you might see one or two funnel clouds pop up here early this evening. I think the risk is really going to diminish, though, over the course of the next hour or two. And then further to the south, you have some larger thunderstorms. Here again, our radar's not working, but this is what is showing up on the Carvel radar. Just off to the west and northwest of the Edmonton area, we have some more rain. So we're in a bit of a break right now, but some of this will start to slide in from the west-northwest later on tonight. Severe thunderstorm warning for Calgary has ended. Still a watch for the areas in yellow, and still this rainfall warning for the areas in green. I think that probably stays into effect until tomorrow morning. Rain will start to back off, it looks like, through the course of the day tomorrow. Watch how everything's kind of rotating around counterclockwise here. There's an area of low pressure in about this area here, and so everything's kind of spinning around. On the east edge of this, it's moving to the north, then it's moving back to the west, and then all this stuff behind Edmonton, to the west of Edmonton, is pushing south. So that's going to be the case for the remainder of this evening. You can see that rain still falling fairly heavily west-southwest of the city through the mid to late evening hours. We get grazed by a couple of showers or some periods of rain through tomorrow morning. Much better chance to see that in the city and west of the city than it will be just east of the city. Through the afternoon, most of the activity will be in the form of showers and scattered thunderstorms, and that'll primarily be in eastern Alberta, especially east central parts of the province. Here in Edmonton, I think we'll see a few sunny breaks in the afternoon and just an occasional scattered shower pushing through. It's eastern Alberta that has the best chance of seeing some late day showers and thunderstorms again on Saturday. Here in Edmonton, we'll be under partly cloudy skies, but you can see from around Fort McMurray all the way south some hit and miss thunderstorm activity tomorrow and again Saturday. 14 degrees in Edmonton tomorrow morning. Most of the province should be in the 10 to 14 degree range. Should be in the low to mid 20s across the northeast. There's that chance of showers and thunderstorms. 26 to 28 across the northwest as it heats up again in northwestern Alberta. Red Deer stuck at about 18 for a daytime high. Here in the city, we'll slide to 14 tomorrow morning and then get back to about 20, maybe 21. See if we can get some sunny breaks tomorrow afternoon. A little bit of a breeze, very similar to what we had today. And again, just like today, I think the best chance for some periods of steadier rain should be through the morning hours. Mid-20s Saturday, Sunday, partly cloudy Saturday, a little extra cloud cover on Sunday, and then 26 or 27 for daytime highs Monday, Tuesday. But it cools off again, back into the low 20s for the middle to the end of next week.
All right, Josh, thank you. The Royal Tyrrell Museum is preparing to celebrate its 40th anniversary.
So much about this museum is about once-in-a-lifetime events and once-in-a-lifetime opportunities.
The museum opened September 25th of 1985 to showcase fossils found in Alberta. In honor of its anniversary, the museum launched a new exhibition called Breakthroughs. It explores 5 discoveries that changed our understanding of ancient animals. The museum says this anniversary is a great reminder of the importance of Alberta in paleontology, as we have one of the top fossil deposits in the world.
It's a time to reflect on what we've done in the last 40 years, but also start to look forward. Most museums, their collections come from other places. Most of their exhibits come from other places. For us at the Royal Tyrrell Museum, what we display comes from our collection, and it comes from Alberta.
The museum is also hosting pop-up exhibits at various locations across Alberta. For more information on the museum or these events, visit tyrrellmuseum.com. When we return, a sense of belonging, how a local choir is helping vulnerable men in Edmonton.
Programming brought to you by James H. Brown Injury Lawyers, the heavy hitters of injury law.
Coming up on CTV News at 6, a man in Alberta says he's been blindsided by air miles after nearly 25,000 points worth nearly $8,000 were wiped from his account. He has a warning for others. Plus, rethinking a musical park, the renovations plan for a Red Deer staple. Those stories and much more on CTV News at 6 with Jeff Hastings. A local choir is giving vulnerable men a place to belong and to showcase their singing skills. CTV's Sasha Petramala has more on what the group means to one man and the community.
For Lloyd Willett, the Edmonton Downtown Choir isn't just a space to sing.
When it sounds like this and I'm part of it, I feel sort of like I did something important.
Willett has been singing with the men's choir for 10 years.
They know my foibles and my ups and downs, they're my friends.
The men's choir got its start in 2012 thanks to Eva Bostrand.
I'm me and I'm the conductor and they are the singers and we have a good time together. I like bantering with the guys a bit.
She created the group to give vulnerable men a place to belong.
We want to be available for people who otherwise do not have a chance to be in a choir.
We started out as a bunch of ragtag, throw together downtown leftovers who just sort of came together.
The 60s song Downtown is their signature song.
There's nothing better than singing in front of an audience that really needs to hear some cheerful music.
They got very, very beautiful voices, especially all combined together. It just sounds so awesome together.
And getting to perform outside makes it even more special.
It's always special when we're here in the park. We've got an audience. We always have people wandering by looking at us and stuff.
Things will be great when you're downtown.
For Willett, being able to provide a bit of joy for strangers is what fulfills him these days.
Hope. Because the best things in life, they say, are free. And I think the most successful people in the world want to give back and do the right thing. That's why I sing.
Sasha Petramala, CTV News, Edmonton.
And that's our show. Thanks for watching. I'm Matt Woodman. CTV News continues right now.